Sonnies, it's 3 o'clock p.m. on my Swatch Watch. That means that we are in the Sonny TV Clubhouse for a show that's on in the afternoon, also known as
Afternoon Delight.
That's right, I'm live in the studio with my Sonny Honeys. We've got Melanie and Ashim today. That means we've got a Pop Culture Thunderdome showcase showdown today.
It is.
We've got Women's International Day, and we also have Housewives trivia. So this is going to be a close race. I'm excited for this one. Yeah. We also have some memes to warm down off of our heated rivalry. See what I did there? We have a Reddit rundown. Speaking of heated rivalry. Woo, child!
These so good.
I'm delivering excellence
you know
today.
what? Let me tell you.
Gosh.
Excited. Thank you, Rachel, for helping me out on this one. We also have Is This News? That's where Mel sent over 3 news stories, and we're going to be the judge and the jury to let her know, is this news or is this meh? She's been voting against herself this week, I've noticed.
I'm sorry, guys, but when it's
2
not
times,
good,
I
it's
think,
not
yeah.
good.
Listen to your positive pickle. You can do this, Mel.
You are crushing it. Keep up the amazing work.
Oh, I know. Thank
See?
you.
Awesome job. And of course, we'll be crushing your dreams with Hey Girl, Hey Horoscopes. We've got 1979 horrible horoscopes for Aquarius and Pisces today. Y'all, let's get into it. Mel, give me some Thunderdome music.
Thunderdome, Real Housewives, Women's Day.
Edition.
What you
All
got?
right, question number 1. International Women's Day was first proposed at a socialist political conference in 1910 in which European city? Is it Paris, Copenhagen, Berlin, or Vienna? Melanie, you answer first.
Why?
I gotcha.
I'm going to say Copenhagen.
Don't forget, you have Baby Thunderdome.
Oh, I'm going Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where you can get an answer right.
But then you only get half, Mel, if you
Who
do
made
it.
this rule about half credit?
We did.
No. I get full credit.
All
no.
right, first question. International Women's Day is celebrated on which date? Is it March 8th? Is it April 8th? Or is it May 8th?
March.
Good
8th.
job. All right.
I'm going to say B, Copenhagen.
All right, perfect. Next
Copenhagen.
up, true or false? International Women's Day was originally began as a protest movement focused on labor rights and voting rights for women.
Go, Mel.
I'm going to go between Ashim and I's face.
To stand off.
True.
You're going true? Okay.
I'm going true.
Okay, it means
Trues
I'm right.
across the board. Next up, what color is commonly associated?
Wait, that's
Wait, no, then
No,
you're,
we're
you're
on-
on the Baby Thunder.
My apologies. A lot of papers, trying to balance and do
What?
things. Number 3, Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune founded her Daytona Beach School for Black girls in 1904 with how many students? Ashim did talk about this morning. Was it 3? Was it 5? Was it 12? Or was it 25?
It's 5, David.
Very good, Mel. 5.
B's across the board. Next up, the first official celebration of International Women's Day took place in 1911 in multiple European countries. True or false?
Go ahead, girl.
No, you need to go. You do Baby
Baby
Thunder.
Thunderdome, boo.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where you can get an answer right. Number 2, International Women's Day celebrates the achievements of women.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Excellent.
And she's laughing over
All
I'm
it.
going
right.
to say true as well, but
Okay,
on the other, on the
okay.
original, on the OG quiz.
Okay, now you can breathe a little bit. We're going to
Speaking of
pivot.
OGs,
We're going to
baby.
pivot to Housewives, and now Ashim will be answering first on these.
Okay.
Number 5. Which Real Housewife delivered the legendary line, "Who gonna check me, boo?" Was it Nene Leakes? Was it Portia Williams? Was it Sheree Whitfield? Or was it Kenya Moore?
What you got, Ashim? What you got?
I'm
check
going
me,
with
boo.
Nene because that's the only name I know.
Okay, and Melanie, what are you going to say?
The one and only Sheree.
Okay.
Making that she buy Sheree clothing.
Okay. Don't forget, Ashim, you can always pivot to Baby Thunderdome.
Yeah, I'm just going for it.
Next up,
She brave.
true or false, The Real Housewives of Atlanta was the first Housewives franchise to feature an all-black cast. True or false?
Well, Atlanta. I'm going to say they threw one other person in there. I'm like a Latina or somebody. So I'm going to say false.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
You're actually correct because it had Kim Zolciak and she was the token white girl.
Okay.
Good job, Ashim.
Okay. All right. Next up.
She was part of the original cast. Your Google is wrong.
But there's no. This isn't Google at all, Boo Boo. Let me
The
just.
first Housewives franchise to feature an all-black cast.
It never
That
talked
is
about
not
the
correct.
first episode, though. That's where you're misinterpreting it. Next up, we'll see what happens in the answer key. Which Real Housewife served time in federal prison after being convicted of fraud? Was it A, Teresa Giudice? Was it Erica Jane? Was it Jen Shaw? Or was it Kim Zolciak?
Oddly, I know these names because I follow pop culture, but I've never seen the show. And so my process of elimination, Teresa Giudice's husband went to prison. Erica Jane's husband died of mysterious circumstances or something like that. Kim Zolciak, I don't think she's ever gone to prison. She had that really bad song. So I'm going to say Jen Shaw because I think she did some shady business thing.
Okay.
That's my thought.
It could be Teresa and Jen. It's a two-way tie. But Jen Shaw is the answer on this one.
Okay. All right.
I'm
next
still
up.
circling both.
True or false? The color purple became associated with women's equality movements long before International Women's Day was established. Melanie, what are you saying?
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where you can get an answer right. All right, number 3, Baby Thunderdome quiz. Got it. Jesus. What color is commonly associated with International Women's Day? Is it purple, orange, or brown?
Purple, David.
Correct. Great job.
I'm going to say true on the other one.
Okay,
And
got
she
it.
is doing the riddle question.
Next up, which woman became the first female vice president of the United States in 2021? Was it Hillary Clinton? Was it Nancy Pelosi? Was it Kamala Harris? Or was it Condoleezza Rice?
Is it Kamala Harris?
Okay, and Ashim?
Yes.
I got nervous.
I
Correct.
felt like Baby Thunderdome all of a sudden.
I was
Stop it. That's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Baby Thunderdome ones are hard. There's been a couple.
Lusitania.
The Lusitania was the only hard one, yeah. Next up, true or false? Nene Leakes appeared on the TV series Glee before she joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ashim?
I'm going to say false because I loved Glee and I watched Glee nonstop and I do not remember her being. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think she became famous because of the Housewives and then joined Glee because she
Okay.
did show up as a music teacher.
Correct.
She was on there, yeah.
You are correct, madam.
You're
It is.
sticking with your false.
I'm sticking with false.
And you are?
It's false.
Okay.
Good job,
I think
Ashim.
that's how she got famous. was that
All
show.
right. Let me get to that answer key.
Pink.
All
was a good
right.
show.
First one. What did you say, Mel?
Baby Thunderdome.
Okay. And
My guess was Copenhagen.
Okay. And so you said Copenhagen. You are correct.
Yay!
Okay.
German activist Clara Zetkin proposed a global Women's Day in International Socialist Women's Conference in Copenhagen. Hagen? Hagen.
Like Agendas.
Yeah.
Yum.
True or
coffee.
false on this next one, Mel? What did you say?
I said true.
Okay, and you said
True.
correct. Early marches centered around better working conditions, suffrage, and labor rights. This is International Women's Day began as a protest movement. That is
We
true.
talked about the garment workers. That's
Yes.
how they started.
All right, this next one was about Mary McLeod Bethune and her school. And how many students did she start with?
5.
Very good. 5.
Yay.
Correct. 5 students. She started with 5 girls, $1.50, and incredible determination. All right, next up, what did we say here, Mel?
Baby Thunderdome.
In a court of law, what would you say?
True.
Okay, and you
True.
said you are correct. True
should've
is right.
guessed.
More than 1 million people participated across Austria, Denmark, Germany, and Switzerland on International Women's Day. Okay, next up, this is the housewife question. Ashim, you said?
I said Nene Leakes.
And you
I don't
said?
know.
Sheree.
Ashim, you are wrong. It is Sheree
But she's
Whitfield.
sitting in there about cleaning
I
a
know
bed.
who
She looks at him and
Sheree
goes, "Who gonna check me, boo?" That's also David's
Who gonna
favorite
check
line.
Joggers.
The jo-
I should have done a Baby Thunder. I don't even know who Sheree is.
oh my God, Ashim.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna watch
sorry.
Honestly, if you want to watch, that's the one to watch. Yeah, she's
Atlanta, the early Atlanta.
Early Atlanta was so good. Okay, next up, Mel, what did you say?
Oh wait, I said false.
Okay, and then
I also said false.
you are both correct. While Atlanta's cast was predominantly black, the franchise featured cast diversity across multiple cities. Okay, I would have said true. Okay, next up. You said?
See, this is tricky.
Jen Shaw.
This is
But
very tricky.
It is. It's Jen Shaw is the correct answer, but Teresa Giudice did go to federal prison for tax evasion. They went to federal prison for two different things.
But did Jen,
So-
listen to me, did Jen Shaw really go to prison for fraud?
No, Teresa Giudice did. So it's A,
Oh,
Teresa.
see, I
What
did
did you
this.
say?
I said Jen Shaw.
And you said?
I said Teresa.
Then it's Teresa is the answer. Teresa
But-
Giudice.
I'm gonna go ahead and Ashim needs to
I
have
feel
it
like
too.
we can give that one to
Yeah,
because you
because-
can really what she did was a manipulation, which is also considered
Isn't like
fraud.
embezzlement?
I give that to her.
I
Company.
said
I give that
both,
to her. Yeah.
Because if you flip the question, both of them were the first housewives to serve in federal prison.
True.
Was
So
I
I'd
right
say
about
yes.
the Erica Jane one? Didn't her husband die so mysterious? Was that the?
No, he ended up with dementia.
But he
Some
did
old
go to
man.
jail.
He did go to
Yeah,
fa-
he
yeah.
did something shady. Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I follow pop culture, I like all those
But
crazy documentaries.
I'm
I
He
like those.
was skimming the money, the retainer money from his clients and funding Erica's pop
There's a
career.
documentary about that.
Yeah, it's hot mess.
So
yeah.
we're both gonna get that because
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you,
give you
thank
that.
you.
Yeah, I'll be the
Yes.
judge. Thank you. Next up, you said what, Mel?
I said Baby Thunderdome.
Okay, in a court of law, you would have said?
True.
And then Nashim, you said?
I said true.
That is right. True is
Okay.
right. Purple symbolized justice and dignity in the early 1900s, the women's suffrage movement.
Suffrage.
Okay, next up. Thank goodness everybody got this one right. It's Kamala Harris. Harris is also the first
Terribly
black
sad.
and first South Asian vice president.
Okay then.
All right, our last question here. Ashim, what did you say?
I said false.
And Mel, what did you say?
False.
It is false.
Yay.
Nene joined Real Housewives in 2008, and her acting roles like Glee became later.
I got 100.
I got 9.
Oh!
But you had two baby Thunderdomes, so you
Baby
were tied.
Thunderdomes are in that way.
So we did. Let's tie it.
We tied. We tied, Mel.
We're going to Capybara.
Let's do it.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam.
I'll just pretend.
Sorry, I can forward it to you right now.
Meme it or leave it.
Melanie, tell me a joke.
My joke is, what do you call if you are Russian when you're in the kitchen? What do you when you're in the living room? Or what do you when you're in the bathroom?
Okay, when you're rushing in the kitchen.
What do you when you're in the bathroom? European. Get
Okay, now I got it.
Are we
That's
ready?
a perfect segue
Wow.
for meme it or leave it. Like this first one, nothing is ever TMI for me. For me, TMI says, tell me immediately.
That's
That's
me.
same.
I do not shy. Just tell me.
Same.
Yes. Next up, yes, please play I'll Make Love to You by Boyz II Men.
on
It's
the phone on the wall with the cord.
from Sarah to Josh. Remember you would do a radio?
You'd be so excited if you got through and you could dedicate your song.
Yes.
This was a thing for me back in the
Yeah.
day to like dedicate songs to people.
Yeah.
I would always like secretly have like guy crushes and I would like dedicate a song, but like do it in a girl voice. Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
you guys, my dad still dedicates songs to me on the radio.
Stop it. I love that.
Whenever I'm home, there's a station out of San Jose, and he'll call in. They played a song for me. It's so cute.
I love that.
That is amazing.
Every time. Every
Do you
time.
have content of that somewhere?
I'll have to get it.
Oh, that is so amazing.
That's adorable.
All right, next up, I'm a thinker. So make sure your shit adds up before I start calculating.
Because I have a PhD in find outology, and I'm coming for you.
Melanie's got a journal with all the stuff.
I do,
She
and
got a
it's
notebook.
purple.
Next
there.
up, how about we get AI to blow dry my hair, please?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, let's do some practical things, AI. Yeah. Next up, I just rolled a joint. It was my ankle.
Me every day, every damn day.
Next up, I've never seen two calm work besties. One of them is always mad about something.
Ah, this is true.
This is very true.
This is- I feel it's
Gotta
yeah,
be some kvetching happening.
It's definitely Mel. Next up, if you can't hide a crime scene, just pretend you're the
The
victim.
dog is laying in all the stuff. He made a mess, knocked the plant over.
I didn't do it, Mom.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Next up, Mel on a jury. Seriously, I'm down for whatever you guys pick. Like, it's fine. Whatever. Let's just get this
Let's go. I
moving.
need some snacks.
Let me get my notebook.
And next up, they don't tell you how much your adult life is spent preparing chicken breasts in various ways.
Hashtag true
so
story.
bad.
I mean, literally, that's your blank canvas, and you just have to start from there.
So terrible.
So terrible.
And finally today, why did they name them sea monkeys when shrimpanzees was just sitting right there?
that
Like they
would've been
just
perfect.
could have taken that to the finish
That's
line.
so funny. I love it. Oh my God.
All right, let's get into Addie's Reddit rundown report.
no.
You guys, do we have a spicy one today?
Let's get ready, Mel.
We got some sibling drama,
I gotta
Mel.
flip my papers over because
Yeah,
I don't
don't
even like to look at it.
We got some sibling drama today. Of course, the subreddit is Am I the Asshole? The TLDR is
Mel's
Am I the
favorite.
asshole for exposing my sister's $12,000 GoFundMe, claiming her kids were starving when they'd been eating 3 meals a day at my house for 3 weeks? Girl, you ready for this? Okay, so my coworker sent me a screenshot on Thursday afternoon. The message just said, "Is this your sister?" It was. The GoFundMe was titled, "Please help feed my children." There was a photo of her looking exhausted, holding her youngest in a parking lot. The description said her kids hadn't eaten a full meal in weeks, that she was sleeping in her car, and that she was desperate and had nowhere to turn. Her 3 kids were in my guest room, actually. They had been there for 3 weeks. She called me on Tuesday crying that she needed 2 weeks to sort something out. In quotes. I didn't ask what. I just drove 40 minutes, picked up the 3 kids, sharing one duffel bag, and brought them home. 6, 9, and 11 years old. I bought them clothes. I stocked the fridge. My grocery bill that month was nearly doubled. I didn't complain once because none of it was their fault.
Yeah.
She raised $12,000 in 6 days. $12,000 from strangers who thought her children were starving. The youngest had asked me the same week to cut her sandwiches into triangles because squares were wrong. I didn't call my sister first. Looking back, I probably should have. But she had gone quiet after day 4, blocked her location, and answered one text, "They okay?" and nothing else. Once I saw that post, something clicked. This wasn't about someone in crisis reaching out for help. This was a plan that had already been set in motion before she ever called me crying. I commented on the GoFundMe with the 3 photos. The kids eating pasta at my dinner table, the grocery store receipt sitting on my counter, and a screenshot of her text asking me to keep them a little longer, just 2 more weeks. In one sentence. These kids have been fed 3 meals a day at my home for 3 weeks. I have the receipts. She blocked me in 4 minutes. The donors didn't block me. Within an hour, the comments were completely out of control. People were demanding refunds, tagging her, forwarding the post to fraud reporting groups. Then someone in the comments who knew her personally started filling in a history that I hadn't known about. A cancer scare fundraiser 2 years ago, a stolen wallet Venmo story, a car fire, each one small enough to avoid attention. This one wasn't small. GoFundMe froze the campaign the next morning. I know because strangers emailed me through the comment thread to tell me. Someone had already filed a fraud report with the platform. Someone else had tipped off a local news station. That was not me. She called 4 days later from a number I didn't recognize. First thing she said was, "You destroyed my life." I said, "Where have you been for 3 weeks?" She hung up. Her kids are still here. I've spoken to a family attorney. Depending on how the fraud investigation develops, there is a real question about whether she gets them back on any timeline she expected. The attorney used the word endangerment.
Yeah.
I didn't bring that up. She did. I don't feel good about this. I want to be clear about that. They are her kids. They love her. Last week, the 9-year-old asked me when her mom was coming back. I didn't answer. That's what keeps me up. Not my sister, that question. When I think about that GoFundMe photo, the tired face, the parking lot, the story that she built for strangers while while she was sitting in her car eating cereal, while the kids are sitting at my table eating cereal every single day, I had no idea that any of this was happening. So am I the asshole for posting those photos publicly instead of picking up the phone first? How can you pick up the phone? She wasn't even reachable.
Yeah, I don't think this family member is the asshole. I think this might be a wake-up call because my first thought was this person is a complete asshole, the sister. But then my second thought was, I wonder if there is addiction in play.
Yeah, definitely sounds like it.
If there's this continual need for money, and there have been multiple instances where she has defrauded people on GoFundMe, there's obviously something happening that she needs these large sums of money over and over again.
Yeah.
So my first thought was there's addiction. And when addiction comes into the picture,
It's a
Nobody
scary
else
beast.
matters.
nothing else matters. I mean, the fact that she could just dump her kids for weeks on end and not even care.
That's horrible.
Like, clearly there's something going on with her.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that this sister was in the wrong at all. I think she may have saved those children's lives.
Yep.
And if they can find her sister, this may be the wake up call that she needs to get some help because now the grift is up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, people know.
Right.
And so something's going to have to change. But wow, this is
Listen,
wild.
You can only get away with stuff for so long. So obviously she's got situations and issues and all that, but this is a part of the whole story that like kind of really pisses me off. The sister is not the asshole.
No.
She's like an angel,
Yeah.
right? What pisses me off is people have children and then they treat them like pawns in a game. Okay? And the mother who's out doing whatever shenaniganing around, your kids are saying, I miss my mom. When's my
Right.
mom coming back? So at the end of the day, they're still going to love you because you are your mom, even if you're like the biggest piece of shit that lives.
God bless.
And it's always the piece of shit people that seem to get away with this crap.
So let me ask you this question. When does the truth outweigh family loyalty? here?
Always.
Yeah.
The truth always outweighs family loyalty. Because let me tell you something. Those kids one day are going to realize the truth.
I think in particular when you have children involved,
Yeah.
anything that impacts the children, like that's
Different.
when the truth is even that much more important
Absolutely.
because these children don't have a say so in the situation. And like you said, they're like pawns.
Yeah.
And they're getting shuffled from house to house. And like the instability that creates in a child is so toxic.
But
It
here's-
is so like that they were going to have lasting impacts because of this.
But now here's the bigger picture. To get guardianship over her sister's kids, it's very tricky and it's
Yeah.
very hard. So the reality of this situation, as sad as it is, Children's Services is going to step in. These kids are probably going to end up in foster care.
Yeah.
And the mother's not going to give a crap. Or they'll return them to the biological mother and the cycle will just keep going and these kids eventually will go. Chances are one of them are going to go down the same rabbit hole the mother's gone down because that kids at the end of the day, especially girls, want to be like their mom.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Is the exposing the wrongdoing publicly?
Yes.
You think that was justified?
yeah, because these people that are feeling they're tearing at the heartstrings, and these people are giving money and giving time, and this is what causes people not to want to donate to things.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have tried to maybe confront her privately
How
first?
she ran away? How are you going to confront her? And she got blocked.
I think the sister, I don't want to say the bad sister. I don't want to.
No,
You
you're
can say
fine.
that.
I mean, honestly, it makes sense.
The mother, she disappeared. She wasn't
What are you
responding
supposed
to
to do?
texts. She wasn't
Yeah.
checking on her children. And I think
Get her attention one way.
Right. I think that the sister who's watching these children, that angel, she was looking out not just for
Mm-hmm.
herself too. This is what we talked about earlier this morning. That sometimes like. Some women were looking out for others, and she was
Yeah.
looking out for her nieces and nephews.
Yep.
And she was looking out for others who might be swindled into some lies. She
Well,
was
and
trying to
herself.
protect
Well,
the
she
larger
ended the
community.
cycle too. She
Yes.
ended the cycle of this GoFundMe fraud for
And that
years and
takes
years. It sounded.
courage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like she could have just sat back and been like, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but I think it takes bravery and courage to
Yeah.
to air something out like that when you know it's going to upset someone in your family. Like, let's be real. She knew that doing this was going to piss off her sister,
Absolutely.
and she still did it.
She did it.
because she knew there was a
Yep.
right and a wrong.
So, is there a difference between calling somebody out and holding somebody accountable?
No, I think both are the same. You hold someone accountable, you call them out to hold them accountable.
Right,
and
right.
sometimes you need
Hold
a
them
big,
to that standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes you need a bigger megaphone to make it
Yeah,
louder.
I think it can be different. It depends on the receiver.
Yeah,
so if
yeah,
the
that's a good
receiver is in
point.
a good headspace, then you can hold them accountable in a different method than the way this had to go down, right? You could have had a conversation behind closed
Yeah, but
doors.
how when you don't find someone?
But when, in this situation, that's why I say it depends on the receiver. So in this situation, the person who needed to hear that, who needed to be accountable, wasn't in a space where they were willing to receive
Right.
it. And so you had to kind of go out there, and I don't want to say publicly out them, but yeah, like that was the only way to get through.
I agree.
So going into the family psychology part of this chat, do you think people feel more entitled to betray family because they assume forgiveness will come later?
I think when people have situations such as addiction or whatever this person's going through, at that point, the irrational part of their brain disappears and they create a false reality. The only thing that matters is their false reality. They don't care if you're family. They don't give a shit. All they care about is themselves and what's going to be convenient to them. They don't care about anything else because they're in that hole.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think sometimes maybe you do. You think that they're eventually going to forgive you, but I think
You
you also
hope.
hold. I think you also hold family to a higher standard.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because you realize, you see firsthand the impact that their actions have on you. When it's someone else,
And you kind of know what their potential is because you have the same genes.
yeah. So it's like it's a little bit of both. Like
Yeah.
you hope that someday they're going to forgive you because your intention behind it is not to hurt them but to help them.
Well, how do you balance compassion with somebody's personal struggle?
Anytime, and I don't know if this is addiction, but my gut is it has
It's
something
definitely
to do with that.
addiction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
I think anytime there's addiction involved, compassion it looks different. Compassion looks hard. Compassion looks like a no.
Like a tough
Compassion,
love.
Compassion is very tough love when an addiction is involved because the addict cannot see outside of their addiction. And so you have to be firm with them.
Schemers, too.
Gentle doesn't work anymore. Gentle compassion may work in a different situation when someone's just exhibiting bad behaviors or something like that. But this goes beyond that because
Yeah.
addiction has such a chokehold on those addicts. They can't see anything else. So you have to sort of
Yeah.
yank them out.
And I'm going to say this. I do think, just with my experiences, like personal and working at Epic, I do think a lot of people feel like when they're dealing with somebody who is an addict or having situations, they can't tell them no. There's a big power in saying to somebody, you know what, I've done for you, because it goes on for years. It's a vicious cycle. At some point, you have to protect yourself and say, I'm not allowing this behavior anymore until you figure it out.
Yeah.
Hands off.
You did that to
Block
me.
and all that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, I think people are their brains get so twisted in the point where I have to continually give to this person. Or I have to care about this person. Saying no and hands off doesn't mean you don't care about them, but everybody has a breaking point. Everyone gets pushed to the corner.
You bring up a good point here, and I do want to get into the psychology of online fundraising. Why are people so quick to donate to a campaign like this? I mean,
I very rarely do.
I gotta tell you, I don't love GoFundMe because I'm obviously a nonprofit fundraiser for years, and so they take that percentage.
Yeah.
So we've always kind of shied away from
I
that,
don't
using that
trust
as
it because of stories like this.
well, people do trust it as a platform, so that is interesting because it has been for the good. I do
Yeah.
want to put that out there. GoFundMe has done some great things, but how do you weed through it?
I would never blindly give to somebody.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to me that random strangers gave to her because I'll donate all the time on GoFundMe. When,
Sure.
Like
If I
someone
know
went
the
to high school
cause.
with, someone I went to high school with, her father passed away from
They're not
cancer. So
randos.
yes, like those types of things.
I think we did that
know
for Brian's
them.
funeral, didn't we? We did some sort of online funding.
yeah.
Maybe it wasn't GoFundMe.
It wasn't GoFundMe.
Well,
It was
our
something
friend
else.
Heather,
That's right.
when her son Ocean got in that really horrific ski accident,
remember,
and she
yeah.
had these mountains of medical bills. So I will give to people that I
Yeah.
know, but there is that feature on there on GoFundMe's website where you can search for a cause. I would never do that
Because then you're going to end up someone's Nigerian princess.
Yeah, who
in
knows
another
where
country.
these fundraisers are coming from? I
I mean,
don't know.
is crowdfunding built on empathy
I think crowdfunding's built
Yeah.
on.
or not people verifying the truth?
I think that's more of what it is. People see a cause and they're like, oh my God. Like, for instance, the World Wildlife Federation, they had this commercial about the polar bears.
Yeah.
And they had the mama polar bear and the baby polar bear on a piece of ice.
I remember, and you
it
gave
floated away. I gave,
$300.
No, $500 to the damn
It
polar
goes
bears.
up every time you tell the story.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, and think about, and I'm usually a pretty rational thinking person when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Skeptical, I would use more of than rational. But I think
Her words,
it
not mine.
it does prey on people
Yeah.
in a sense, you know?
I think GoFundMe needs stronger safeguards from things like this.
Yeah,
There needs to be a vetting process.
There needs to be a vetting process. I do think that's something because I do believe in the value of crowdfunding.
Me too.
I think that we are a community,
Yeah, it's a
and if
big-
we can
it's the
help others in
future.
our community,
Yeah.
like
It's a good tool.
let's raise each other up. And communities have done this. Let's be honest. Like for centuries, like it has been. If you look at old countries and old cultures, people raised money as a community together to help the person in need in their community. So it's similar to that, but with the proliferation of online fraud and online schemes.
Yes.
There needs to be some sort of safeguard. So I do think GoFundMe could do more to vet things, to vet the actual
Agree.
causes.
Yeah.
Because this and
Like even like a 2-minute phone call with
Yeah.
somebody that
Yeah.
started the page just to know that
Yeah, but
person
people-
is real.
Yeah.
The other problem with that is they do that deep fake where they can take your voice and manipulate it.
That is very
so that's
true.
like, and that's my whole issue with like AI these days. Like, how do we know it's real anymore?
no,
Yeah.
so
That's
terrible.
my
You
issue.
really got to look close. So going back to, I really do want to drive this question home. Do you think that proof publicly was the only way to stop the fraud in this
Yes,
situation?
in this situation.
Or is there another back road that she could have taken to try to not do this publicly?
I will say, I can sympathize with her. She probably tried every other option first.
You think so?
Yep.
I think she went right for the jugular.
No,
I think she tried. She knew she wasn't going to get a response back from
Yeah.
her sister, and reaching out to GoFundMe would have prompted an investigation potentially because they take in these complaints, but they don't necessarily always act on them if there aren't any other complaints. So she could have contacted GoFundMe and said, "Hey, I think this might be a fraud," but there was no guarantee that would stop people donating because once they donate, that
It's
money is
done.
out of their account. And so, unfortunately, though extreme, I think this was the only recourse. She wanted people to stop giving their money to her sister because she knew it was a lie, and she did what she thought was best, which was no one else should be fooled by this right now. So let me do what I can to stop it.
She was
immediately.
using the same weapon that the sister was essentially using online. She was holding her for accountability. That's the only language that could have made a difference.
I
in
think
this
sometimes you got
situation.
to play fire with fire.
Then that's exactly what happened here.
That's what I
so the
think.
most powerful part of this story is the kids, obviously. So
Yeah.
what responsibility do adults have to protect children when the consequences from their parents have actions?
The most responsibility. If and unfortunately situations like this with kids who fall into these holes with these parents who have issues, you hear all the time that these kids will get taken from the home and they get returned to these homes, and you hear the child goes through these horrible instances. And as adults, there's got to be a line somewhere. And thank God they have the other sister who's willing to take them in.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, to be honest, in
They'd be in-
situations like
yeah.
this,
God.
people can sell their children.
Like by themselves.
Guys,
Remember
this
the
is
story with
scary.
the lady who was the mom from Palaca that just like left her kids and she went to Vegas?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes,
Like
happens
that's
all
real.
the time,
Yeah.
guys. Scary.
Oh,
Yeah.
this story. I know she did the right thing, and I'm hopefully those kids.
Yeah.
I'll be watching to see if we get an update on this
Yeah.
story. But if you were, hey Mel, I'm going to ask you this closing question. If you were the aunt in this situation, what would be the hardest part to live with? Exposing your sister, protecting the kids, or knowing that the truth had to come out?
Protecting the kids.
Yeah.
That I had to do all of those things to protect them because she couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyone that knows me, I always try to do the right thing, and it gets me in a lot of hot water sometimes, but I don't really care whether you're my sister or not.
Yeah.
If you're doing something wrong, especially with kids involved, you're going down.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit.
What about you, Shimi?
I completely agree. I
Yeah.
think we have to put the children at the center of this.
Yeah.
Everyone else, because they're the innocents in it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they did not choose to be born to that mother. They did not choose what's happening in their lives. They are completely innocent and blameless in this. And so we have to do what we can to protect them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's send his sister a little positive pickle message.
If you were a pickle, you'd be delicious.
I love that. And delicious at Panache.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
All right.
Let's go to
We're going to
Rachel.
clip along a little bit is what I
Clip,
just
clip,
said. We have Is This News? Melanie has sent over 3 incredible news stories in her opinion, and we are going to give our opinion if it's good or not. All right, this first one. Honey, I supercharged the chocolate.
Silly.
Gather round.
Why?
I haven't done it all week.
I don't want to gather.
I
I'm
love
too
it.
tired.
I like
Science,
gathering.
yeah, see, Ashim likes gathering.
Come on.
Science
We'll be like
has
witches around a
apparently
fire.
decided a dessert needed a glow up, Mel. Researchers have created what they're calling super honey by mixing regular honey with leftover cocoa bean shells from chocolate production. Chocolate scrapes and honey, chocolate scraps, I can read today, and honey. Honestly, that sounds like a pantry of late night snacks. Right? This isn't just a sweet tooth experiment. Scientists use ultrasound waves to pull beneficial compounds from cocoa waste into the honey, creating a blend packeted of antioxidants, natural stimulants like caffeine and theobromine.
You're doing great.
Thank you. And healthy, friendly plant compounds. There it is. The idea is simple. Cocoa shells are normally thrown away during chocolate production, but they actually contain many of these same nutrients found in the cocoa bean itself. So scientists figured, why waste it when you can turn it into a chocolate-flavored honey with a healthy boost? Basically, the lab said, let's take garbage and bees and make a superfood, which raises the most important question of all. If chocolate honey hits the market, do we put it on toast, pancakes, or just eat it straight out with a spoon like emotionally evolved adults we are?
All of the above.
All
Yes,
of the above,
I
yes.
know.
So here's why this is news. It's actually a big deal in food science because research shows that something we normally throw away, cocoa husks, can be turned into a new product instead of going to waste. 2 main things are less agricultural waste and a new potential sustainable food product. So it's not just about flavor either, because this does sound delicious. The process boasted the honey levels of the antioxidants and beneficial plant compounds linked to heart health.
I think this is news as well. And I love how they're repurposing the cocoa
Yes.
house. Remember we were talking about, was it the tofu?
Yes.
And they're using the tofu water.
Yeah.
For the
I love
batteries.
our
Tofu.
batteries. Like, we're using it to power batteries, and now we're
Yes.
getting super antioxidants. And I love both chocolate and honey, so I want
Yeah.
to try this.
Yeah.
And I would throw it on some gluten-free toast or on
Yeah.
my
You
can
gluten-free
put it on
waffles.
anything,
Yeah.
right?
I would
All
love
right,
that.
we're going to do
It's good.
hashtag news on that one.
Yes,
that's for sure.
news.
Really love
Yay.
that.
Food is news.
Next
Yay.
up, sideways teeth from the. Oh wait, I have to know how to spell that. Say this. Permian. Gosh,
What?
David. And somehow it still ate better.
Wait, the hell's a Permian period? Ashim, help me here.
Permian.
Okay.
What
Permian.
is this?
Permian. It's a geologic time period. It's like
Okay.
it's history. It's like,
Before like Pangea?
Were you into damn
after
Pangea? Like plate tectonics?
Okay, it was the last period of the Paleozoic area. The
That's the dinosaurs.
yes.
Yes.
And
Dinosaur
so
era.
90% of all species were killed off, apparently. And so, yeah, they found this animal.
It does say Pangea.
Yeah, thank you very little. Thank you very
Good
little.
job.
Okay, so let's get through this. Apparently, scientists have discovered a prehistoric creature so weird it looks like evolution tried something once and then immediately said, let's not do it again. Researchers recently uncovered fossilized jaw bones belonging to a 275 million year old animal called a Taniaca amnicola. Taniaca amnicola. And this thing had a twisted jaw with teeth pointing sideways.
Look, I'm trying to be.
Kind of like Davey over here, yeah. Instead of basically like every other animal with teeth.
Like this.
Sideways teeth, like a prehistoric cheese grater. Think of it that way. Scientists found 9 different jaw bones in a dried riverbed, and every single one of them had the same twist, meaning it wasn't a deformity. It was just a creature
It's
that
how
lived
they
its
are.
life. based on similar species, scientists think it looked like a bit like a salamander with a longer snout. And it lived in lakes for about 275 million years ago, long before dinosaurs even showed up. So here's the kicker. Inside this jaw was covered with tiny little teeth called denticles, forming a grinding surface that helped the jaw chew plants. Kind of like a built-in blender. So basically the animal had sideways teeth, a twisted jaw, and a mouth shaped like a prehistoric food processor. That means evolution at one point looked around and said, let's build a salad-eating monster.
I think this is news because it gives us another insight into what the ancient world looked like and how we different species evolved.
Absolutely. News for me, too, because I love fossils. And look at it. This animal had like a Vitamix inside its mouth.
Right. Just thinking.
Yes, I'm
my
thinking
God.
news.
Oh,
Love
green
that.
juice.
Very, very
News,
cool.
news.
Story number 3, super cute story. Ready? It's called the Elambulance.
A ambulance.
Elephants have ambulances now. That's right. A 27-year-old Asian elephant named Vir was recently rescued after a serious leg injury following years of forced labor. A wildlife rescue team rushed into a specialized elephant hospital using a brand new ambulance designed specifically to fit elephants.
Yeah.
And this isn't a bigger version of a regular ambulance. This has safety harnesses, monitoring access points, veterinarians, and stabilization systems so medical teams can treat the elephant while it's being transported. Interesting.
That is so
I say it's
cool.
news because they're elephants, guys.
How do you how do you help them?
Yeah.
You
I
put
was
them in
just
the
thinking about that.
in the elephant ambulance.
Yeah. This reminds me of the time that I got really shoe-barred wasted in the West Village.
You went in the elephant ambulance?
Well, I'm compared to like my Twinkie friends at the time, I am a very large individual. And so, of course, I lived in a 5-story brownstone walk-up in which there's no elevator. And my little Twinkie twinks had to help carry Davy.
Oh my gosh. How many twinks did it take to carry David up the stairs?
How many
That sounds like a
twinks
joke.
did it
know.
take to carry Davy up the stairs? 6.
Oh my
And they all
word.
looked at me the next morning and don't you ever do this
that
again.
again.
So now I've never been that shoe-barred. And now I could just have my own elephant ambulance and I'd be okay.
I think you're smaller than an elephant.
I think this is news, and I looked it up, and it's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
It's huge.
It's like a
it?
semi.
It's like a semi. It almost looks like a recycle truck.
Yeah.
And they've got like elephant pictures on the side.
And the top is open,
The top
so
is
they-
open, so they still get air.
Yeah. I love that.
So
I think that's
cool.
really cool. I think that's newsworthy.
I think it's news.
so innovative. I'm so proud of them for coming up with that. Let's go to Bin 39 and celebrate.
Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
All right, let's get into Hey Girl, Hey horoscopes. We got Aquarius and Pisces on deck today. You guys ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
go.
Let's get into it. Aquarius, the disruptor, your innovation with soul this week. Unexpected silhouettes and sharp minimalism are your style oracle. Your power accessory is a geometric statement ring. And your affirmation is, my originality creates change.
That's so nice.
Oh, now let's get to so mean. 1979 horrible horoscope, Aquarius. You're not a visionary. Oh, almost doesn't count. You're emotionally evasive. You call it seeing the big picture, but mostly you're standing far enough away that no one can see what you clearly are looking at. You study people like lab experiments, observe, analyze, detach, repeat. Feelings are fascinating to you as long as they belong to someone else. Prediction. You will deliver a brutally accurate observation about someone's life and then act shocked when they realize that you never actually cared about the outcome. Action step, stay in one emotional moment without intellectualizing it. There's no theories, no analysts, just presence. The brutal truth, your distance isn't enlightenment, it's insulation. Final warning, if you keep watching humanity from the balcony, don't be surprised when the party ends without you.
Yes.
So do something, Aquarius.
Get in there.
Pisces, the intuitive creator. You sense what others miss. Fluid movement and anchored structure is your style oracle. Your power accessory is a pendant that feels symbolic but steady. Affirmation, my imagination manifests reality. Horrible horoscope,
Oh,
Pisces.
eyebrow lift. Yes, a shame.
You're not compassionate. You're not self-deceptive. You don't see the good in people. You edit the footage until the villain looks poetic.
Oh my God.
Every warning sign becomes symbolism. Every betrayal becomes complicated. You don't fall in love. You stage productions in your head and cast strangers in the lead roles. Prediction, you will sense something is wrong immediately, then spend 3 weeks explaining to yourself why it isn't. Your action step, stop narrating the dream. Look directly at what's in front of you. Brutal truth. Your empathy isn't always kindness. Sometimes it's denial wearing perfume. Final warning. If you keep mistaking shadows for soulmates, eventually the dark is all that will answer back. Ooh. Well, Sonnies, that's a wrap on this Freak Show Friday. We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
that's right. We will be back Monday morning at 9 a.m. with the First Coast Opera.
Ooh.
Very excited. We got to
Wait a
get
minute.
going, Sonnies. Let's
Bye,
get
guys.